You ever get that feeling like you're behind in life? Like everyone else has it figured out, everyone is doing well, and you're the only one who missed the memo. You missed the meeting, you didn't get the invite, and you left trying to figure this out by yourself. Yeah, I've been there. And I want to talk about it. So for most of my life, I believed that I was behind in my career, behind in motherhood, behind in business. And when you're a mom, forget your dreams, forget chasing your dreams, forget building something of your own, forget your career. You're definitely gonna have to put that on pause. And to a certain extent, it's true, because obviously the early days of your child, they're very dependent on you. They're very dependent on the mom, and being home with your children is something that it's not even talked about enough. It's so important for the development of your children. And that's not what this video is about. However, this video is about the messaging that we're told as mothers that life is over when you become a mom. However, when I had my kids, something snapped inside of me. That's when I actually realized if you don't buckle down and if you don't get serious about the things that you want to do, it's never going to be perfect, because we wait on this perfect time to do all the things. Oh, it's not perfect yet. It's not ready yet. I need to have all my ducks in a row. And I've realized there is no such thing, especially after becoming a mom. I told myself, it's either I do it messy or I don't do it at all. If I don't own my time, if I don't take control of my income, and if I don't decide what I'm going to do next, I'll spend the rest of my life stuck in someone else's vision of success, someone else's dream, or someone else's expectation of me. Just because you're a mom doesn't mean that your life is over. And yes, I know it's difficult to manage motherhood and work and life and all the things, but it's not impossible, even if you feel like it's too late, because the truth is you're not behind. You just haven't had the map, and you haven't had someone that gave you permission and really rooted for you to go for it. Anyways, so when it comes to this conversation around are we behind, especially as mothers, especially as women, I think the whole concept of being behind is a made up deadline. Let's start with this. The whole idea that you're behind is a made up idea. It's made up. Someone made it up. Behind based on what? Some invisible timeline that no one can define. Like, at what age are you supposed to have it all together? Who even decides what having it all together even means? Because for me, that was the constant noise. If you're not married by 30, you're behind. If you don't have kids yet, you're behind. If your business isn't hitting 6 figures, you're behind. And none of those are actual deadlines, at least not deadlines that you set for yourself. They're just social expectations, and they don't even apply to everyone, because we don't all want the same thing. Life doesn't move in a straight line. You're allowed to start over. You're allowed to do what you want. You're allowed to shift your career. You're allowed to put your career on pause if that's what you choose to do, without someone telling you that it's over, without someone telling you that you can't pick it back up. So the whole concept of being behind, made up, it's flawed. Behind according to what and according to who? And honestly, most people don't have it all together. Maybe we should also talk about that. The ones who look ahead are usually just louder about their wins. They celebrate their wins. We don't even think of our wins as wins. So we don't talk about it. We don't say anything. And we feel like, oh, I don't have it all together. I'm not celebrating the same wins that someone else is celebrating. But then we don't even ask ourselves, is this a win that I even want? So no, you're not too late. You're just living in your own story. And that's not a flaw. That's actually your superpower. Being comfortable in where you are and saying, this is my path, or this is what I'm doing now, even if I don't have it all figured out, if I don't have it all together, this is what I'm doing now. That's empowering. And not trying to compare where you are to someone else. And that takes me to my second point, because comparison is going to rob you of every single joy that you have in this life. And that's the main thing I'm going to say that really kept me stuck for a while, because I was constantly comparing myself to other people. You're scrolling. The first thing you're doing is comparing where you are to whatever you're seeing. You're watching other people post their wins, seeing people that are younger than you, seemingly doing better than you. And I say seemingly because what people show online really isn't a reflection of what's going on in their real lives. We don't even want to start that conversation. But I was seeing people that were younger than me that started after me, especially when it came to the content creation space. And it really felt like they were doing so much better than me. And I had to ask myself, why am I feeling like I missed my chance? Like, the chance is still here. I can still do the things that I want to do if I stop comparing myself and feeling stuck and feeling paralyzed by what I was seeing. Seeing people younger than me doing what I wanted to do and immediately feeling like I missed my chance, I realized, yeah, it's all in my head. It's the thing that I was consuming that was making me feel some sort of way. So I went on a deleting spree, unsubscribe spree. If you weren't speaking to where I want to go, girl, you had to go. I unfollowed so many people on social media and know her feelings. I think it's a very healthy thing to do, to unfollow people and pay attention to how you feel as you scroll on social media. And I know we live in a world where these platforms just bombards you with content. And if you don't curate your page the way that you want it to be, you are going to be lost. You're going to be in the vacuum, just consuming content that you didn't even sign up for, people that you didn't even follow. Unsubscribe. I'm not interested. Delete the emails. Girl, I had to do that to really get myself together because I realized comparing will always make you feel behind. There will always be someone who got there faster or is louder or flashier. They're just not living your life. And that's okay. They don't need to be living your life. They don't have your experiences. They don't carry your voice. They're building what they want to build, and you still have your chance and your shot to build what you want to build. Oh, can I get an amen on a Monday? When I turned out the noise and focused on my own path, that's when things started shifting for me. I stopped feeling terrible about where I was in life and what I was accomplishing. And it's so funny because I am actually living a very blessed life. I just had to start focusing on the life that I have to realize that I'm living a very blessed life. Because if I keep comparing myself to other people out there, I will always feel like I am missing something when in actuality, I'm not. I am exactly where I need to be. And I'm very grateful to be where I am. It's crazy the mental hoopla we go through when we start comparing ourselves to other people on the internet, the people that we don't even know. So I stopped asking, how do I catch up to people I don't even know? And started asking, what do I want to create? What is the life that I want to create? And I started going from there. And that mindset shift, game changer. Now, my next point is all around the power in starting now, in starting today. Your power is in the present, not in the past, the thing that you should have done or could have done, or opportunities that you feel like you missed, not in the future. Okay, it's all in the present. And worrying about the future, worrying about things that hadn't even happened is basically the definition of anxiety. I learned that the hard way because the other day I was complaining to my brother, not the other day, maybe a month ago. I was complaining to him about something that is supposed to happen next year. And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And in classic family fashion, he was just like, I can't with you. I'm not going to talk to you about this. And I was like, first of all, mean. I am pouring my emotions to you. And he was like, you worrying about something that hadn't even happened yet. And I had to hit pause. I was like, oh my God, you're right. Because he's like, you don't even know what's going to happen next year. You don't know what that's going to look like. You don't know the opportunities that's going to happen this year for you. But yet you are stressing yourself out about something that hadn't even happened yet. And I was like, wow. I started glitching. I don't know what to do. I was like, okay, sir, I guess let me come back to the present, because the present is what we have, not the past, not the future, just now. Right now is the perfect time for you to do whatever you want to do. It's the perfect time for you to start whatever you want to do. And fun fact, when I launched my first digital offer, I was in my 30s. I had a baby and I think she was 8 months at the time when I started figuring it all out. So I was breastfeeding and figuring out how do I package this offer? How do I package what I know? And I was filming late nights, trying to figure it out as I went. And it's funny because the entire time I was like, Jen, why didn't you do all these things when you were in your 20s? Why did you feel like you were behind in your 20s? And ironically, I had no responsibilities then. I was a free spirit then. I had all the time in the world then. Why didn't I do the things then? But I was like, you know what? The time that I have to figure it out is right now. So the first time I launched my first product, No one bought. I made $0. Of course, I was like, oh my God, this is not the life for me. And I definitely considered giving up, which I kind of did. It took me a whole year to get over my ego, to get over the embarrassment, to get over all the things. I was like, you know what? I can stay and mope around in my sorrow about this thing not going the way that I thought it was going to go, or I can get myself together and pick it back up and learn from what happened and do it again. And when I did it again, which was in December, I made $15,000 in that first launch. And it's not because I had everything ready. And I'm not saying this to brag or anything. It's to tell you it's not over. It's only over if you give up. It's only over if you stop. And you only feel behind if you tell yourself that you're behind. Because you're behind who? Is there someone in front of you right now? Are you waiting in line? Where is the line? Is it not in your mind? I stopped waiting. I used what I had, where I was, and that's exactly what I want for you. It's not about perfection. It's about starting. You don't need more time, and I know you feel like you're not ready. All you need is a plan and a push, and I would love to give you both. So if you've been waiting for the right moment, you're not behind, you're not too late, you are just getting started. And the present, this time that we have right now, let's not take it for granted, okay? It is yours. It is ours. So check out the link in the description box. I would love to continue the conversation with you so that we can go where we want to go, and we need to get started today. So I'll see you there, and I'll be cheering you the entire step of the way. And you know what just came in mind? I know this video is ending, but I was reading a book by Mel Robbins. What is it called? 5-Second Rule or something like that. I was reading it last year. And honestly, that book really had something to do with me launching again and not giving up. Because when I was reading it, she said that she basically got her first big shot when she was 40. I was like, Mel Robbins, I thought she always had it together. I thought she was, I mean, she's very successful. We all know Mel. Mel talks about all the mental, the mental conversation that we need to have. This is Mel Robbins. At least for me, she gets my mindset all the way right. And when she said she picked her life up at 40, and that's when things started shifting for her, I was like, wow. And I think I'm too late. I'm my prime age of, I think I was like 33 or something when I was reading the book. It's not over, girl. Pick yourself back up right now, this moment right now that we have. Ask yourself, what is the next big step that I need to take today that's going to take me where I want to go? And just take that first step. That is all. You don't need to worry about the whole plan. You don't need to have it all figured out. It's all about taking advantage of the present, which is the only time that we do have. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay. It's a little bit of a pep talk, but I really hate the conversation around that we're behind, especially the one around mothers. Oh, it's over for you now. Your career, forget about it. That business, forget about it. And obviously it takes intention and it takes a lot of work, the more responsibilities that we have. So the older you get, I feel like the more responsibility that you do end up having naturally, but that doesn't mean that it's over. Just be intentional with your time, be intentional with what you want to do, and it's going to work out for you as long as you don't give up and you're not behind. I'm telling you, it grinds my gears. Let me get up out of here. Bye, girl.